Hey everybody, I'm inside the old city of Jerusalem today. We are going to explore the Tower of David behind me. In fact, the Tower of David is not just one tower, it's a complex citadel or fortification of many different towers. The famous one is the one behind me right now. This is the original tower that was built over here by King Herod. Okay, not really called the Tower of David in the beginning. It was called the Tower of Fasael, like I mentioned. The Byzantines made that little mistake. You can see that the different levels were built in different historical periods. The bottom level, it's actually not the bottom level, it's a fortification outside the tower built by the Crusaders to protect the fortification. The upper part was an addition built by the Mamluks later on in the late Middle Ages. And the middle part is the actual original part of the tower. It actually goes all the way down to the ground level. It's 23 meters high in total, but originally went up to a height of 45 meters, so more than double its height. It was one of the largest skyscrapers in Jerusalem at the time when it was built in the 1st century BCE by Herod the Great. And it's actually built on the highest point of the city. It doesn't look like we're very high up right now, but when you see that Jerusalem is built on a hill that slants downwards, you'll see what I mean. Hey guys, we got to the top of the Tower of David. I mentioned that this was built on the highest point of the city, so let's go see what I mean. And oh, there it is. Okay, beautiful view of the old city of Jerusalem, and the Golden Dome is of course the centerpiece. That is known as the Dome of the Rock, built by the Arab conquering armies in the late 7th century. And this is built of course on top of the ruins of the temple that was built by King Solomon, the Jewish king of Israel, that was here for close to 1,000 years. Destroyed twice actually in history, destroyed by the Babylonians in 586 BC, and then destroyed again by the Romans in 70 CE. Okay, this was a garbage dump for hundreds of years under Roman Christian rule, and then the Arabs built their mosque exactly on the same site as the temple. The temple was actually 2.5 times higher than the Dome of the Rock. Jerusalem, the old city over here, is only about 1 square kilometers. Inside are 4 quarters, also known as 4 neighborhoods or 4 communities. The white triangle thing over there is the Church of the Redeemer, the Christian quarter. You have over there, that white dome over there is the Hurva Synagogue in the middle of the Jewish quarter. And the triangular church over there is the beginning of the Armenian quarter. And altogether, talking about 40,000 people living in the old city. Jerusalem itself, Jerusalem has a total population of about 900,000 people, okay, which is about 65% Jewish and about 35% Arab today. The old city today is mostly majority Muslim, but if you were here in the 19th century until 1929, it was a majority Jewish city, even in the old city of Jerusalem. And there's a lot to see here. Thousands and thousands of years of history, different religions, different cultural sites. Really amazing. It really takes a whole day to explore, but we've only got a few minutes. Hey guys, we're still on top of the Tower of David, now looking out on the other side where we can see the remains of the citadel, remains of the fortification that different armies and militaries used throughout the ages. And we had the opportunity after Israel liberated the city in 1967 to actually see what is going on underneath here. We covered a lot of fortification from the original structure, which was built by the Maccabees. These are the Jewish heroes from the story of Hanukkah, right? We're not just talking about 5 brothers, we're talking about really a guerrilla army that liberated the country from the Greek occupiers over a period of 26 years. They came here to Jerusalem in the 5th year of the war, and we built over here the remains of the original wall of the city from the time of the Maccabees. Not too far away from where the current wall is, just behind this over here is this is actually part of the wall of Jerusalem. And down below over here, inside the walls, we are going to explore something very interesting that was left over from the battle against the Greeks in the time of Hanukkah. Hey guys, behind me is the Tower of David where we were just standing, and immediately behind me, closer to me, is the wall of the Maccabees that I was talking to you about. This is the wall, the old city walls of Jerusalem from the time of the Maccabees. We're talking about 2nd century BCE. And the archaeologists that dug it out in multiple levels. And the lowest level down over here below, we see some rock-looking things, but they're much more round to be rocks. Rocks aren't usually formed in perfectly round formation. And the pottery that was discovered around there actually dates to the 2nd century BCE. And we know from other similar balls that are found in different parts of the country and in different parts of the region, that these are Greek ballista balls that were used actually to fight against the Maccabees. That means that after they actually liberated the city from the Greeks continued, and sort of this might be a sequel to the Hanukkah story,